Well, hi, Tony. Welcome to the day that doesn't...
It only comes every 4 years.
Yeah, it's Leap Day.
How about that?
We're going to dive into some fun facts about Leap Day coming up here later on this morning. I had some things that I found fascinating.
Plus, we'll take a jump ahead to the next leap year.
Yes. Or leap ahead.
Good one.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to leap ahead.
Oh, I love that. Also, of course, Song in 60. We play that every morning. We'll do that here in a matter of minutes. Tony will be guessing the song and artist for the day coming up here in a matter of minutes. Music on the way for you soon from Taylor Swift. Thursday morning brew here at Mix and Away. Good morning to you. Time to play Song in 60. And Tony, I've got your song. Your Leap Day Song in 60.
Does it have anything to do with Leap Day? Did you tie it in somehow?
It does have a tie-in, actually.
Okay. Good.
So,
all right, I got I'm adjusting my thinking for that. Okay.
We'll see how this plays out here.
Van Halen Jump.
No, it is not. Okay. That's a good guess, though. All right, we'll start Song in 60 right now. New Yorker rapper. Most of his big hits are duets. Including people like J-Lo, Ashanti. Put a curse on the Timberwolves a few years ago.
Ooh, who was that?
Fire Festival. Oh, come on. Deep voice.
Deep voice. I am drawing a complete blank right now. Who's okay?
2 parts to the name. Do you want me to do the song?
Yeah, sure.
I'm kind of out of hints.
Sure.
All right. So the song title is Partying, Enjoying the Good Life, out in the town, celebrating, having a great time. It's 3 words.
I am drawing a complete blank. I feel like the best clue is the Timberwolves one, and I know who it is, but I can't. I can see their face, but I can't put it together.
That's a really bad impression.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Ja Rule?
It is Ja Rule. The song Partying,
Living It Up.
There it is. Okay.
That was really over 60 seconds.
But it was actually just over. But
Okay.
Shh, we won't say anything. So, yeah. So the reason the tie-in is Ja Rule is a leap baby.
Oh.
So there's the tie-in.
Really? That's
Yeah.
funny. A celebrity leap baby.
Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning and happy Thursday. Happy Leap Day, Tony Hart.
Happy day that only comes every 4 years.
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years.
So some different things about Leap Day that are kind of interesting. First off, so it's not exactly, like if you really get down to it, it's actually technically not exactly every 4 years. I don't understand, because apparently a year, an actual full circle around the sun, is 365.242 days. So it's not 0.25. So it's not exactly.
Oh,
I don't.
So what you're saying is we still get it every 4 years, but the math doesn't work out where it kind of
exactly
that.
Yeah.
Got you. I feel
what would happen if there weren't a leap day?
That's a good question. I don't know. The year would. I don't know that anything would really happen.
Well, so what would happen? There's a physics instructor at the University of Alabama, Birmingham, that said, so eventually, over the years, you'd end up with Christmas and summertime, because everything would drift. Because
I suppose the seasons aren't going to change with with our perceived calendar or time. Right.
So over the course of a couple of 100 years, you'd end up with Christmas in the summertime. There'd be no snow for what we perceive as winter on the calendar.
You may not know the answer to this, but when did we start doing leap year?
So it goes back apparently to the Roman times.
Oh, so it's been around that long.
Been around a while, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you asked this earlier this week. Do we get paid extra for the extra day in the year?
Yeah, that's a good question.
So if you're an hourly employee,
yes.
Yeah. If you're a salaried employee,
screwed.
There's actually somebody from Bloomberg that talked to an HR specialist who said they actually account for that where you're getting that extra quarter of a day roughly every year.
Oh.
So it works out in the accounting every year is the same.
Okay.
As apparently the way that it works out.
I suppose.
It probably varies.
We're just getting paid less per. If you're a salary employee, you're probably just getting paid less per day, just a little.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you make let's say just a round number of $20,000 a year salary, that's obviously, ridiculous and low.
Right. Yeah.
But that would be split up into how many work days, but
right. So it's just a very tiny daily. Yeah.
Daily.
So it varies from company to company, but that's apparently the thing.
Look at the bright side. Next year we get a raise.
There we go.
A little bit.
Just a tiny
bit.
raise.
A little bit.
There's actually an official name for if you're born on a leap day. You're called a leapling.
A leapling. That's a great name. A leapling.
You had mentioned this earlier this week when we talked a little bit about this. The odds of being a leapling are 1 in 1,461. Yeah. There are about 5 million people worldwide out of the over 8 billion on the planet.
So a very small number.
It's a very number-wise. Among the leaplings of people you might know, we mentioned earlier this morning, Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Mark Foster of Foster the People. Tony Robbins.
Oh, isn't he like mental health guru guy?
Yeah, Mr. Advice life
He's
guy.
a life coach.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Also, this is kind of interesting, beating the odds a little bit. There are 2 Law and Order stars, Tony.
2 of them.
2 of them.
One show.
Yeah.
Sound effect ready and everything.
Ready to go. Dennis Farina and Peter Scanavino.
Oh, okay.
Both of them are leap babies.
Oh, neat.
Leaplings.
I know my son's Harrison's principal at Northern Lights Elementary in Superior. He's I think it's a he, is a leap.
Oh.
Is a leapling.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of so. I mean, it's
leapling.
Somebody here, we know at least one person in the Northland that's a leapling.
Yeah.
Are you one? Let us know. We'd love to wish you a happy birthday.
Yeah, we want to wish you a happy birthday if you're a leapling. Today is dedicated to the leaplings. Here's what we should do. We should offer the leaplings to make a request, and they get a song request.
Special song request?
You're right, something like that, because they won't be able to do it again for another 4 years.
This is true. As we're going to keep the Leap Day fun going, it's kind of a quirky thing. It only comes around every 4 years. So later on this morning, we'll dive into some other stuff related to Leap Day.
And then we can play the TikToks tomorrow of all the alpha generation discovering a Leap Day for the first time. Or
Did
whatever.
you know?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Did you know that there's an extra day in February?
Yeah. How did you spend it? All this different crazy stuff. That's fun. All right. We're going to get some music in for you soon. Katy Perry, Justin Timberlake, and more all coming up here in Mix 108. Good morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew. Good morning. Happy Thursday. And so I had this conundrum last week. I was doing some meal prep, doing some stuff that involved aluminum foil for in the oven.
Sure.
And for some reason, I seem to remember from my youth, from maybe home ec class or something in high school, that you're supposed to use one side of the aluminum foil for things like facing the food.
I guess I didn't even realize the sides were different. One's, you said shiny and one's kind of dull.
And one's dull.
Yeah, okay.
And I was panicking thinking, is there a health reason for this? I was trying to remember. And I don't know why, out of the blue randomly 20 years after I graduated from high school, I'm like, hey, is this a thing I should be worried about or concerned about? So anyway, I just happened to see popped up on our website, somebody wrote about whether it matters using the shiny or the dull side on your aluminum foil facing the food.
Does it?
And the answer is, in short, no, it doesn't actually matter at all. So thank goodness.
But let me ask you this. Does it matter? Does one side keep the aliens out of your head more than the other side?
Well, the shiny side clearly needs to be out to keep the aliens from, it reflects it back.
This is the only one that I worry about.
Exactly. So you might wonder, why is there a shiny side and a dull side in the first place then if it doesn't matter? So Reynolds, one of the makers of aluminum foil, said the final stage of their making process is called cold rolling, which sounds like something you might do down a hill in Minnesota in the winter. Thank you. And so apparently that's just part of the process, and because of that, one side ends up shiny and one side ends up dull. It's just part of the manufacturing process.
So it's not, there's no rime or reason behind it. It's just is what it is.
Just part of the making process. And Reynolds actually says doesn't matter. However, because you can buy non-stick aluminum foils, that's what it matters, because you don't want to use the non-stick side on the wrong side.
Right.
There's a reason you're getting the non-stick aluminum foil. So, in case you were curious, my panic last week was not warranted. I by the way, I went with shiny side toward the food.
Shiny
myself.
side toward food.
That's what I did.
That makes sense.
So you clearly didn't even know this was a thing, that it was shiny on one side.
I guess once I think about it a little bit, yeah. I mean,
All right. Well, yeah, because for some reason I had that.
Like I said, I generally just am putting it on my head. I don't really look at it. I just make a hat out of it and slap it on really quick to keep the aliens out at night. So.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you do that. It's certainly helped you out a lot over the years.
Protect this brain there, Nick.
Right. Keep it protected.
Don't want to give it to the aliens.
All right. We'll see what's trending at the top here in a couple minutes. Good morning. It's the Thursday Morning Brew on Mix 108.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
Well, we've made a little bit of an improvement compared to where we were yesterday this time. It's 7.
It doesn't feel like it to me.
Oh, it's okay. It'll be warming up to around 30 today, and then tomorrow, sunny, breezy, 50. This weekend, mid-40s for Saturday. Sunday, a chance of rain and near 50. And Monday, a chance of snow showers again, breezy and 38. So, a little up and down. The roller coaster continues.
Nice.
We'll get some music in for you soon from Sia, Billie Eilish right now, kicking off your 7 o'clock hour here in Mix It Away. Good morning.
Mix 108. Good morning. It's Tony and Nick. It's the Morning Brew. Thanks for hanging out on this leap day. We get an extra day in February.
Yeah.
And that would be today. So, some off-season Vikings news. The Minnesota Vikings have hired a new quarterbacks coach.
So what happened to the last guy? Who was the last guy?
Last guy, Chris O'Hara,
Okay.
is moved to the pass game specialist role.
Oh, so he's staying with the team.
He's staying with the team as the pass game specialist.
Okay.
He came with Coach O'Connell from the Rams.
Okay.
So he's in because he's got the hyphenated name thing going on, the O'Hara, O'Connell, and now we've added kind of another one, McCown. Josh McCown is now the quarterbacks coach for the Minnesota Vikings. Josh has played for the NFL for 18 years.
So that's a while.
He's a savvy vet, as they say. Plays for 12 different teams.
Not savvy enough to stay on a team for a while, but
but savvy enough to stay in the league for 18 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so that's something, right?
Yeah.
So the guy has seen a bunch of organizations, plays, coaches. He knows what's up. But most importantly about Josh McCown, dude's got a nice jawline. Okay?
Okay.
The Vikings might have the best jawline in the coaching staff in the NFL.
Don't worry about an offensive line. Don't worry about defensive line. The jawline.
The jawline is where it's at on the Vikings right now. I mean, Coach O'Connell's got that perfect, like, Superman jawline.
Yeah.
Josh McCown's got even a more pronounced one. Superman jaw. He's even got the
dimple?
The dimple in the chin, the butt chin kind of thing going on. But anyways, that's just a little side commentary about how wonderful the jawline is on the Minnesota Vikings
really
coaching staff.
Into this jawline thing.
It's quite pronounced.
Yeah.
But it's quite obvious. I like to jump on things like that. That's
fair enough.
we don't know if he's going to be the Vikings quarterback next year, Kirk Cousins, but this, I think, is a good sign. This is a good sign, I think.
Okay.
So Kirk O'Chains got himself grills finally.
This is a sign to you of what?
That he's close and super cool with his teammates. And, like, if he was planning on ditching the team and making new friends, and, like, would he bother to even do this?
You know, but this is now part of his persona. Like,
yes, but it's part of his persona here, right?
But not necessarily.
I don't know. I take it as a good sign that he's really close with his teammates. He loves the vibe. He's getting in the groove and getting grills now. JJ approves. Justin Jefferson. A whole bunch of players commented on his nice grills. He posted a photo of them on Instagram. And we got the photo if you want to check it out of the Mix 108 app at Mix108.com. Justin Jefferson says, because these are just gold grills, just straight up gold.
There's no diamonds or anything?
No diamonds, no jewels or anything like that. JJ said next we got to go diamonds. So,
of course we do.
I would say right across the front teeth, Kirk, just Kirk.
That's not a bad idea.
Or you like that. Right on the front teeth.
Yeah.
And then he just flashes his teeth at people after. You like that? Can players wear grills while they play? I don't think they can.
I don't think so.
They probably wouldn't want to. Just mouth guards.
Yeah.
So anyways, that and more news can be found right now on the Mix 108 app or at Mix108.com. And I will not talk about jawlines the rest of the morning, I promise.
Okay, I'll hold you to that. Music on the way for you soon from Jack Harlow, Morgan Wallen, and more. All coming up here. Mix It Away. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. And Tony, I may have missed a calling career-wise. So there is a woman who's inspired me to consider this. She is a professional baby namer.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so
that's her living. She names babies.
Yeah, so this is what she does for a living. She's been doing so. She has a company called What's in a Baby Name, and she's been doing this since 2015. She's done a number of things over the years. She's an NYU graduate. She once was a screenwriter, matchmaker, fundraiser, event planner. Now she's naming babies professionally, and she made about $150,000 last year naming babies.
Get out! You're lying.
She offers a number of
She's
tiers.
lying?
No, she offers a number of tiered packages for her baby naming services. The top package price is $10,000.
Lord. Does she have to see the baby first, or she names the baby before?
No, so
See, this is where I'm kind of confused. Like if you're going to be a professional namer, you should look at the baby.
sure.
I think it's a blank. If
No.
you're just giving names ahead of time, then
So here's the practice that this woman employs. She consults with the parents.
a witch thing, isn't it?
No, it's not. No, she gets to know the parents, their personalities. She uses the phrase "the parents' brand," and she wants to find a baby's name that's on brand with the parents' brand. So that's a big part of
This is where we're at now. We got our we have to have parenting
Personal brands, yes.
Yeah.
Personal
Not
parenting
only do we
brands.
have individual brands, but we have to have a parenting brand.
exactly.
Okay, well, our brand is like McDonald's or something,
So she does, as I mentioned, I don't have prices, unfortunately, for the other tiers, but she'll do more simple consultations over the phone. Talking to you, getting to know the
Okay.
the parents, their kind of their needs and wants and their personality and their values as a couple and things like that. And that's a part of the process she uses. But the most involved one, like I said, $10,000 in-person consultation to get a baby name
Well, what do you
tailor-made
get for $10,000? I mean, obviously you get a tailored name or a baby name,
right.
but it's not like she's coming up with new names or anything like that.
No. She's putting the effort in to think, because this. You've got a couple kids. Finding a name for a kid can be tricky, right? And I'm not
can be.
defending this situation because I think it's kind of wild, but so the idea is that she's doing the legwork as an expert to try to find this is the argument she's making, to find a name without you doing anything but a little consultation time that really fits what you're looking for.
All right.
So that's the whole idea.
Good for her. If she's making a living doing it, then good for her.
She's had a number of different clients who have obviously worked with her over the years. If she's making over $100,000 a year now, some of her clients don't always initially agree with the name. There's actually the story I'm reading from. There's a woman who had some regret on the baby name choice.
What if you don't accept the name she comes up with? Yeah.
But there are others that have been very happy with the name selection. So there's a job out there apparently for everyone if you can find a way to sell it to people.
That's insane. Good for her. Made $10,000. What's her name of her business? Do we know?
So the name again is apparently What's in a Baby Name.
What's in a baby?
There's
name?
a website, what'sinababyname.com. Yeah, name consultations.
That's funny.
And they don't give the prices on the website because if you got to ask, it's too much.
That's the rule.
That's the rule. But her website includes guidance and counseling, full-service baby naming concierge service, and bespoke baby name lists are among the services she offers.
All right.
So there you go. This is the thing, and I miss my calling.
I'll do it for half the price. I'll do it for a quarter of the price.
Yeah.
Nick and I will come up with a baby name for your baby for the low price of $500.
$500.
Just $500. That's right. You can come into the studio. Everything we'll name the baby.
Handcrafted.
Yeah,
name.
handcrafted baby name.
Yeah.
We'll tell the entire Twin Ports even what we decided for you. If
It'll be a thing.
Yeah. $500. That's it.
She can't give you that.
We better not tell the boss that. She might dig that idea.
Well,
She
yeah.
might go out and start selling that today.
Better be careful
Better
about
be careful what I talk about. It's happened before.
Yeah, careful. All right, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, and more coming up here. Mix It Away. Good morning and happy Thursday.
time to dig in me chest and check out Tony's TikTok treasures. What will we find in there today?
Today's TikTok comes from a teacher who gave a simple instruction to to his kids to do something, and I'll leave it up to the kids to come up with a funny response as the teacher reads the letter. Take a listen to this.
You guys don't get it. Teaching Gen Z is the craziest thing that you have ever seen in your entire life. Today, students had an opportunity to write letters to an elderly home.
Oh, that's
just
nice.
to say hi, to tell them a joke, to make their day a little bit better. Please look to see what one kid legitimately wrote as a letter to go to an elderly home. I am not joking. Dear elderly individual, I'm sorry that you got so old. It really sounds like a terrible thing to experience. I hope they let you play games at the old people home. If you need another resident, my teacher, Mr. J, needs a place to live. That's not even the craziest part. Listen to this.
dude's like
If you
20.
want to include me in your will, here's my contact info, and they wrote their address and name. Are you kidding me? I feel like I'm in an SNL skit.
Wow.
Here's my address if you want to include me in your will. Now, let me point out this teacher doing this TikTok is probably like 25. I mean, he's a young guy.
Sure.
So for these kids to be suggesting that he should also be off to the
old folks'
retirement home is pretty hilarious.
That is pretty amazing.
Gosh, these kids.
Oh, my goodness. So,
Imagination.
what was it at the very beginning? What was it like, dear elderly person?
Yeah, dear elderly individual.
Yeah. So as he's reading this letter at first, the first thing that pops into my head is, did they use like a kid version of AI to write this story?
That was actually my thought. I'm like, but the letter was handwritten. So, I mean, doesn't mean they couldn't have put something into it too. But that sounds like, something my daughter would say to me, old individual. So, I'm fine with that.
You're embracing it now?
I'm embracing it. Yeah. Just got to embrace it.
It is what it is.
Can't fight it.
This is true.
So hopefully, no word if the kid will be included in the elderly individual's will, but
I hope that person got a laugh out of it. You would think they did.
oh yeah, if I was an old crabby guy, I would have laughed at that, and I might have included him in my will, give him like something ridiculous.
You get my shoes. My Velcro shoes.
Wow, old people Velcro shoes. You get my collection of dad shoes.
Yes.
Covered in grass stains. Enjoy them.
Yes. Treasure them, please. All right, we'll see what's trending at the top in a couple minutes here in Mix It Away. Good morning.
Live from the Mix 108 studio in downtown Duluth, this is KBMX FM, Proctor Duluth Superior, a town square media station.
8 o'clock on a Thursday morning. It is, my temperature went away, 8 degrees outside. Looking for high today, around 30. Not terrible.
A little bit warmer tomorrow, though. We like that.
Yeah, it'll be nicer tomorrow. 50. I actually, Kenny from next door comes in and goes, want to go golfing?
I'm like, you guys having a golf conversation at the end of February? That's amazing.
Yeah, it'll be March 1st golf. I love that. And then we warm up, it's 50 tomorrow, 40s for Saturday and Sunday. Chance of rain Sunday, and then maybe some snow flurries possible parts of Monday. So cooling down a little bit again, but not too bad.
One of Minnesota's most popular attractions is warning about a ticket scam. The Minnesota Zoo issued a warning to people on Facebook the other day about some fake advertisements that have been going and circling around the internet to a website called, these people also own my weather site, treasurepromoprice.com. Okay. So this is not a legitimate place that sells Minnesota Zoo tickets, apparently. The ad states that the zoo is celebrating 45 years in business and they are offering tickets for just $7. This is not true, and those tickets are fake. If you want more information about these scam tickets, go. Oh, what? Tickets to the zoo cost $87. What? No,
Is it like a family thing?
No, they say no. That's one of the points on the fake website. They say regular tickets to the zoo are $87.80, but the discount price is $6.95.
Oh, there it is. We got you with a big discount. We got you. Here you go.
So, I mean, it's one of those things you got to, once you look into the site a little bit more after you're excited about the deal,
to realize,
you're like, wait a second, something seems a little off here. But if you want to learn more about this scam and other scams, we always got the latest on the Mix 108 app or Mix108.com.
Quick little headline for you from last night. So Hermantown's going to state in boys hockey. They won against Hibbing Chisholm 4-0. We get into the winter tournament season, you know, the hockey, the basketball, and all that stuff going on here over the next couple of weeks. State boys hockey tournament, it's holiday, Tony, and if you didn't know, is next Wednesday through Saturday down at the XL Energy Center.
I know. I got it on my calendar, bro.
So Hermantown is representing the Twin Ports area. We'll see who's going to be representing 7AA. They play tonight, and that's actually not involving a local team. Grand Rapids and Andover are playing for a chance to go to state from that one.
We have coverage on...
no, not on that one.
Right.
No.
Try to get a plug in if we need to.
I appreciate that. We did have the Hermantown game last night, though,
all right.
which was great. The guys did a great job. We're going to dig into your weekend bucket list. It's already Thursday, and we're talking about the weekend, so we'll find out what there is going on around the Northland as we welcome Jessica in to talk about that here in a matter of minutes. Teddy Swim's on the way as well. BB Rexa and David Guetta now here in Mix 108. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. It's time to talk what's going on this weekend in your weekend bucket list. And joining us to talk about it is Jessica from New Duluth. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Great. It's fabulous. I'm ready for the weekend for sure.
Absolutely. And of course, as always, you've got some great stuff to talk about for the weekend. So let's dive in. Let's start off with, let's talk a couple date night idea for this weekend to start with this morning.
Great. If you're looking to get out, one of the favorite yearly activities we have here is Singing with the Stars, and that is tomorrow at 6 o'clock at the Playhouse. It's $100 to get in, but you get to mingle with the contestants there. You get to vote, and they have an array of awesome prizes that you get to win as well. And
It's a fundraiser.
It's a fundraiser.
It is.
It's a fundraiser.
Yep.
So that's the point of the high price ticket.
absolutely, and it goes to supporting the School of Performing Arts, which is just something our kids need and is a really wonderful opportunity.
Do we know any local celebrities that are singing this year?
I was just checking. Do you know, before I just dive into reading the
No, go
website?
ahead.
So some of the people you might recognize include Kenny Johnson from WDIO, reporter.
Okay.
Hunter McCullough from
Well, he's already
Channel
in a
6.
band, isn't he?
He's a professional singer on the
I
side.
wouldn't go
so
professional, but
He
he's
is
in a
my
band.
favorite.
He's pretty.
so great.
He's a fun guy. Teresa Jacobson is going to be there. Kevin Jacobson's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Other folks include Emily Vikra of Vikra Distillery.
Yep. She's very popular.
Let's see here. What else we got
Author
here? Robin Washington, columnist, author, editor.
Nice.
Those are a few of the names anyway of folks that you might recognize. Also, Laura Mullen from Bent Paddle is going to be singing as well. So a variety of different folks.
None of them can sing.
I bet they all can sing.
You think
we know,
so?
We know Hunter can.
Oh, you know Hunter can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to check this out. Should be a lot of fun.
So that's tomorrow. Let's talk free thing next. What's going on free this weekend?
Free over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, is the Spring Craft Fair at the Clyde Iron. They are asking for a donation if you would like to attend of $5, but it's free to get in. And there's also kids' activities, so if you want to shop alone, you definitely can. There's over 75 different vendors, so
Wow.
you can get out and mingle. And of course, if you've been to the Clyde, they have a cash bar, so you can kind of make it an afternoon activity.
Fun girls' day out,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, go.
Get some friends together.
Well, Nick and I also like craft shopping,
do.
so it could be
Yeah.
a fun guys' day out
Yeah.
too. We love craft.
Why you got to
Absolutely.
judge, Tony?
There's some unique vendors that have all sorts of arrays that you never even know people can make. And
For sure.
I'm surprised every time I go.
No, all the various craft fairs through the year, the big ones, they're always fun to go to in the area. So this is another great opportunity. Finally, if you're looking for something for the kiddos, what's going on?
There is kind of an intro day to Kickstarter Soccer. So it's geared towards 18-month-olds to 6-year-olds. And the thing that's unique about the Kickstarter program is that it's parent-child based, and it's also very family and activity friendly. So when my daughter goes, she doesn't actually maybe like soccer per se, but there's toys around the outside that they can also go. So they can pop
Right.
in and out. So
Okay.
they do the soccer activity, so she likes it. But if she doesn't want to do said
And it's
activity,
less of a commitment than signing up for like a season or something like that, right?
absolutely, yeah. So this is a good way to see if it's a good fit for you. There's teeter-totters there, and they have the giant parachute as well. So
Okay.
it's a really good way to spend the day with your kid for their Kickstarter classes.
For sure. And this is going on where now again? I might have
It
missed
is
that.
Saturday at Lakeside Early Learning. So the
Okay.
times are slotted based on the age of your child.
Okay.
Got it.
Nice.
Very cool.
We
Lots
need to get more information about these events. Where can we find all that?
Please come to doduluth.com. You can check us out on our social media, on Facebook and Instagram. And as always, if you have events you want us to promote, we have a free calendar and you can pop it right on there.
Nice.
Excellent. Appreciate the time as always, Jessica. You have yourself a good day.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
See you later.
Music on the way for you soon. Dua Lipa, Taylor Swift, and more all coming up here in Mix It Away. Good morning. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. Good morning to you. Nick Cooper and Tony Hart with you. And I'm looking forward to get down and do some golfing tomorrow, Tony.
I can't believe you're going to golf tomorrow. That's fantastic.
I kind of mentioned this briefly earlier this morning, and because I talked about doing it a couple times in the cities, because there are some courses that have been open down there, and I've been down there a couple times.
You went down. You never got a tee
I
time.
never got it because it was really tough to get tee times because there was only like a handful.
When's
of
the
them.
last time you golfed?
It was early November sometime, I think.
Still pretty late, huh?
It is. Well, because we had kind of I went to Hayward actually and golfed down there early November. And then, so I've been chomping at the bit with all the warm weather we've been having, the lack of snow. And then Ken comes in next door and he goes, "Did you know that one of the courses in this area is open?" Like, really? So we might be doing a Friday golf outing. You should seriously come. I knew you mentioned this earlier.
It's one of the things that I've been meaning to try to do every year, but I need to get some clubs because I don't want to rent clubs, and that's a bad experience. I just need to I need to get some clubs somehow. We'll have to sit and play with you. Do a little, and hey, if there's any golf places that out there that want
to help Tony out,
yeah,
get some clubs.
we could work out something, a little song.
You've done, because we used to, well, I think we still did one last year. I don't know that I went to it, but we do golf outings every year, right? Staff golf things.
Yeah,
You've played before there, haven't you?
I've played before. Yeah, I've played golf plenty of times. So
I feel like you've done fairly well with it too, haven't you?
Yes,
I mean,
I'm
for
very,
someone who doesn't play very
I'm
very
not
often.
terrible. I'm not great.
So what would you say?
I think I would be much better if I had an opportunity to play more.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. So
But
what's
I
your
think that's
strong?
okay.
What's your strong suit? Are you a driving guy? Are you a putting guy? Are you a chipping guy? Long game, short game.
I'm a long game guy. I like to pull out the one wood and slap that ball across the fairway,
Right.
up into the green, and then grab a little. I like to soft putt right into the hole.
All right.
So that's how I roll.
Okay, that's fair. I tend to be.
You better use carts though, because I ain't walking.
All right. Well, that's the thing is our golf partner here. Like
Well,
he's trying to start.
he's a walker?
Walk more now.
Well, good. He can walk next to us then.
Right while we drive.
I mean,
We need a
do you
place
do
to-
that? Can you do that? Or is that like
Where some people walk
frowned
and some
upon?
people don't.
Yeah.
Well, so the problem that you might get if you go
It's
to
a
a
speed
fancier
thing.
course is a speed thing.
Yeah.
Now the course that we're going to is not like the cream of the crop courses.
Yes.
So you probably won't have a big problem there.
No.
But yeah, that I've actually seen people do that on. I was at Two Harbors at Lakeview National last year, and somebody was doing that where two people were in a cart and the other person was walking, and the walker slowed down the group, and it was kind of frustrating. So.
Yeah. The thing I like most about golfing is kind of the same reason why I like watching golf on TV in the winter. It just, some of the views you get are absolutely spectacular.
Right.
Like that's part of the golf game, right? Is
Right.
Not only is the game fun, but generally the courses are beautiful and lots going on.
Yeah. So that's my goal for 2024 is to get you playing golf because
All right.
you seem interested in it.
I am very interested in it, and I definitely would.
And I know that we could probably get you a golf card.
Okay. Golf card, no problem. I've had one for the last 3 years.
Okay.
Haven't you?
I'm just having. Oh man.
I know,
what
right?
a shame.
I know.
That is a real
So
shame.
I just need the clubs is what I need.
Okay. Well,
That's the thing we need to work on.
We'll work on that next
right.
because we got to get you out on the course. You'd enjoy it. Music, beautiful nature.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's a good time. So anyway,
All I need is a one wood and a putter. I'm good.
That's it.
A one wood and a
well,
putter.
Ken play basically like he uses 3 clubs most of the time he's
You
playing.
probably don't need a full set, do you? You probably just need a handful of clubs.
If you're doing it right, you probably should have more than that. But
Well, I never said I was going to do it right.
No, that's fair.
Do it.
so anyway, if you're curious, you might want to start checking. Some courses in the Northland are toying with the idea of opening a little bit here and there. Not like full on because we're still going to see temps in the 30s.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where I'm going with this whole thing is that you might keep an eye on your favorite course and see if and when they're going to start offering the ability to golf this year because it might be a little earlier than usual the way that this winter has gone. Oh, hi, Ben from Mainstream. Come on in.
Come on in.
Come on
We're
in.
live.
We're just talking golfing.
And we're talking golfing, so it's a good time for you to join the conversation because
Are we
you're
talking about Rory is going to change teams here really quick? Is that what we're talking about?
No, we're not.
Is that what we're talking about?
We're not getting that granular.
All right,
no,
fine.
Nobody
No,
knows
we're just
about that.
So we're just talking because
I don't even know about that.
Ken and I might actually get out in this area golfing.
Like tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was just telling me about that.
Yeah, so and I was just trying to convince Tony on the air live for all of our listeners that we need to get him golfing.
You absolutely should. It's one of the greatest sports of all time.
Maybe Main Street could you could sponsor me.
I absolutely could.
You know, I'll wear your logo on my
Yeah.
back every time I play.
Perfect.
You just need to buy me some clubs.
And I have custom golf balls
just need
with mainstream
Really?
logos on there.
Oh, nice.
I got you covered head to toe.
just
no
need
problem.
clubs.
Exactly.
That's all I need is
Yeah.
clubs.
Yeah, no problem.
Ben, he
We
would
can
hit
have
that
that
ball
arranged.
straight into the woods.
I think I just think we had a verbal agreement
So-
here on tape. So
Yeah.
If
That's-
Tony's going to hit everything straight into the woods, that's fine because all the logos that are there,
Yeah.
they're going to go out and someone's going to find that ball. They're going to
True.
see the logo and they'll be like, I need to get down to mainstream. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be a
Brilliant.
marketing tool because Tony will take a little bit of time to get to be a scratch golfer. That's what's
I
going to
love it.
happen.
Okay.
So you have a positive thinker.
I love
positive
that.
thinker.
I love that.
let me know when you want to go club shopping.
Consider it done.
Okay.
Yeah, consider it done.
Love that.
All right, Ben. So what's going on at Mainstream Fashions for Men?
So big news. I know I teased last week that I was going to give a final date for the, for the final buy one, get one for a buck. We're going to actually set it in stone. March 16th is going to be the last day of the buy one, get one for a buck. I've said for the last month and a half that I don't want anyone to think they didn't have a chance to come on down and take advantage of the final ever BOGO
solid 2
sale.
weeks. That's a
and that's
solid
what I'm
2
giving
weeks.
people a heads up.
Yeah.
Is I don't want any phone calls. It's going to go on TV. It's going to go on the radio. It's going to go on Facebook. Everyone's going to know that this is the last date because I don't want to hear it the next Monday morning. So I didn't have time to come in. Guess what? You got full warning here. March 16th is the last day.
Okay.
All in-stock suits, all in-stock sport coats, all in-stock outerwear. Buy one, get one for a buck, ending March 16th.
So the clock's ticking.
Clock's
2 weeks.
ticking. You got 2 weeks. So I think that's a fair warning.
I think so. That's ample time.
I'm a
Yeah,
reasonable human being.
And that's a Saturday.
And that is a Saturday. So you got that whole
even on
week.
that last day, you
Yep.
can take advantage of that on
Absolutely.
a Saturday.
Yep. 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
All right, make sure you check it out. Real quick, a reminder, why is this the last one ever?
Oh, because we don't want to raise prices. I was just talking with a couple of buddies that are also fellow business owners in the store. We don't want to raise prices. And because our wholesales have gotten absolutely outrageous, either we have to raise prices and we can keep doing sales like this, or we just don't raise prices and kind of sales go away. Because we think it's dumb to raise prices just to discount them. We're going to keep offering the best merchandise at the most reasonable price we possibly can down at Mainstream at 206 West Superior Street.
Ben, much
If only other
appreciated.
businesses would do that.
Yeah, exactly.
See this that way, right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the same thing. And I know I think it's going to be more and more common without getting on a soapbox because we're all as consumers getting sick of it between
Yes.
the restaurants and some other specialty industries.
Right.
Everything seems to be getting so expensive. And I just think you're going to see terminal velocity on these pricings. And I'd be happy to be the leader of the forefront here, not raising prices. And that's just not what we're going to do. So there you go. Boom.
Love the integrity.
Yeah, man.
It's
I
great
appreciate
stuff.
it. Appreciate
Ben,
it.
really appreciate it. You have yourself a good Thursday.
Amen.
All right,
yourself.
next time we'll
See ya.
talk, Tony will have some golf clubs.
You're darn right.
All right, music is on the way
Mainstream
for you
logo
soon.
up the
Oh,
shaft.
beautiful.
Yep.
We'll hear from Miley Cyrus and more coming up here and Mix It Away. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Mix 108 Morning Brew on a Thursday morning. Good morning to you. It's a leap day, and so we thought, why not look into the future? And being this won't happen again for another 4 years,
Not yet.
Try to-
2028?
2028. Imagine what will be the next leap year. On the next leap year. So the retro clothing trend continues, and shoulder pads make a comeback. Linebacker shoulders are seen everywhere. On the next leap year. Wisconsin cheesemakers unveil a new type of cheese, aged in iconic brandy barrels. They call the cheese the old-fashioned. It quickly becomes a national craze. On the next leap year. Self-driving cars get really good at doing what they do, so they start getting bored and pulling road rage pranks. On the next leap year. The Minnesota Vikings are still without a Super Bowl victory. On the next leap year. The Minnesota Nice reputation takes an interesting turn as Minnesotans adopt the phrase "bless your heart," becoming increasingly passive-aggressive. On the next leap year. beautiful, by the way. The Minnesota State Fair introduces a new extreme butter churning competition where participants churn vats of butter. Tony Hart is crowned the winner based on his speed and stamina and named the Butter Baron, winning a year's supply of butter.
On the next leap year.
We finally figure out why James Cameron was in town in Duluth in 2023. He announces his fictional action adventure called The Vista Star.
On the next leap year.
All right, last one for you. In a bid to attract more remote workers, Duluth rebrands itself the North Pole of Nice, offering free hot cocoa and cozy slippers to anyone that moves to Duluth.
On the next leap year.
That was beautiful, Tony. Thank you for that. Thank you. All right, we're going to kick off your morning 108 minutes commercial free, including music from Justin Bieber, Tate McRae, and more all coming up here in Mix It Away. Good morning.